Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. I'm your host, Michael Tabor. So, if you look at my playlist, I talk about everything under the sun. Really, from UFC to stand up comedy to great podcasts, Joe Rogan, and I do a lot of philosophy. It's not necessarily a podcast or YouTube channel on philosophy, but I do discuss it. So, um, solipsism. I'm not sure which way, tomato, tomato, but essentially the philosophy that you are this whole sort of world or universe is you and yours only. Kind of paraphrasing here. So what I love about comedians is they touch on very deep subjects, but they don't use the intellectual jargon. Like, let's say, what is solipsism? Or let's the ontological, like philosophical terms. The jargon is hilarious. Metaethics and ontological ornament and epistemology, and I do it too. And it's a great tool. It's tools of the trade, but comedians and stand-up comics can get there. They're talking about the same thing, but yet okay, let me illustrate this. Here's Joe Rogan with Ari Shafir, and Joe says, Bert Kreischer says we never die. And he's like, what? And he goes, yeah. Bert Kreischer goes, yeah, we never die. And Joe goes like, what do you mean? He goes, well, prove it. Basically, he's talking about solipsism. Let me play this clip, and then I'll comment afterwards. All right, hold on 1 second. I had it queued up. No, it's not there. Here we go. Ready? He's with Ari. Ready?
And it always bothered him that he didn't have that growing up in Texas.
Interesting.
Maybe. Interesting. I'm not sure. But the point is, I never read for those affairs.
He's talking about something else. Ready?
Bert said once it was really freaky.
Yeah.
Bert.
He was high, too. So don't take this with a grain of salt. Bert goes, I don't think you ever die. I go, what are you talking about? People die. He goes, prove it. You haven't died. I don't think you die.
Prove it's a good one, though.
Here's the thing.
Prove it's a good, good point.
Sort of. Yeah, but what are you saying then? Like, I've had enough people come on this podcast that have you semi-convinced that you're living in some sort of simulation.
There you go.
What do you think
That's my thing.
happens?
That's a good question. What do you think he thinks happens?
When he has seen bodies no longer have life in them, right?
Right, but that's not you.
Yeah.
It's not him.
So those people are all just the players?
I don't know. I don't know what he's saying.
Is he saying he's the only thing in the universe? I've heard that theory. Or is he saying,
That's
none of us
solipsism
die?
right there.
What if everyone was the only person in their own universe, and everyone's universe intersects with other people's universes, and that you think that the universe you exist in is the same as the one that I exist in because we hang out together.
Yeah.
But the actual universe in your world is revolved around you.
And in your world,
Dun, dun, dun.
mine revolves around me. Can I pitch a movie real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Once one guy realizes that he's in that, he's able to travel to other universes, has to kill the one person
shit.
from each universe.
Okay.
That's the real person.
See, that's basically solipsism, and all my stuff I do. Go back on my playlists. I talk about simulation theory, the simulation hypothesis. Are we living in a simulation? By the way, he was talking about Nick Bostrom was on Joe Rogan about a month and a half ago. So isn't that cool? Exactly. Like, prove it. Bert Kreischer, we don't die. And then Joe says, well, we see dead bodies, but that's not you. Isn't that interesting? An interesting take, a comedian's take on solipsism, simulation theory. Great stuff. Okay, that's why I love the Joe Rogan Show. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding here on Tabor Talk.